So, you're a toy company or an inventor. You've come up with an idea for a new toy. Well, how do you sell it? Where do you sell it? Most people think about the toy aisle. Well, in addition to the toy aisle, I want to talk about other places where you can place things and receive a benefit, receive additional sales. Placing things where you might not think to place them. And that is extremely true with the toy industry because getting incremental placement at retail is the key to success. This is basically the task that every brand manager is faced with when selling in a line is how much space, how much square footage can they get? I'm Toy Guru Neitlich, and I want to take you through today what's called incremental placement and look at the different areas of a store that toy companies target when selling a product. Now, a lot of this has to do with the psychology behind retail placement. This is a science, guys. They're not just making this up. Things are placed for a very specific reason in the back of the store or in the front of the store based on customer purchase behaviors. For example, things at eye level sell better. It's also why cereal boxes always have their mascots looking down because that's where kids are, and they're usually shorter than what adult eye level is. Now, most items at any retailer are sold in what's called a planogram, and I've covered this in quite a few videos. It's the organized foot-by-foot space that a brand is allocated at a major retailer, and it's usually organized based on price, with lower prices at top and then the higher prices at bottom, what's called the Christmas gift, if you will, versus the shut-me-up gift, or your basic figure is going to be on top. While the toy aisle is your main objective, there are a lot of places to shop that are not the toy aisle, that are targeted specifically by toy companies in order to secure incremental placement, because every inch of space that you get equals dollars and toy volume. So if you can get incremental space above and beyond what you have in the retail aisle, some examples include dump bins, which are used in what are called the racetrack or track that goes around the store where customers walk. Either these dump bins or purchase product displays are essentially dropped in. This is often they are pre-packed. So all of those figures are already set up and the whole display is just dropped right into the aisle. The cover is taken off and it's ready to sell. Doesn't even require setup. It takes a lot to sell those in though. Another area that a lot of toy companies will target is the checkout lane. Now, the check lane, while we have a lot of self-service check lanes these days, is traditionally where a lot of impulse items are. And if you could get your toys in the check lane area, it's a gold mine because this is usually when a child is crying because they've been through the whole store experience and you just need 5 more minutes to get to the store. So if you could grab a Barbie or a Hot Wheels or an Uno deck or something made by Hasbro or not Mattel, well, that's why people want to place it there. Another opportunity near the check stand are the check lane end caps. So this is solid gold if you can secure one of these. Because again, it's an impulse buy and you've already been through the store and committed to purchasing because you're headed towards the cash wrap. So getting a end cap in the cash wrap area is a huge opportunity. And you'll see that toy companies very strategically target these cash wrap opportunities because of the psychology behind it. Another opportunity is holidays. So when a different gift giving opportunity that's not Christmas or birthday comes along, well, stores are going to take advantage and they're going to have seasonal displays set up. And if you can get toys on these seasonal displays, again, this is literally about every inch, every square foot that you can sell product. It's just going to be more success. All of these toys here, these action figures on this Father's Day set are not in the main aisle. It's additional incremental space within the store. And taking advantage of these opportunities is a huge, huge part of success from a toy buyer and a toy seller, meaning the person who's the buyer for Target or Walmart and the seller, meaning your Hasbros and Mattels. And regardless of which holiday or which seasonal event it is, there's usually always ways to incorporate toys and kids products because, again, they're being dragged around the store by mom, dad, grandma, librarian, whoever's their guardian. And if they see everything from pajamas to toys to board games to plush, well, it's going to make the store visit experience that much more enjoyable for the child. While they may not be getting something, at least they can look at toys throughout the store. even if their parents won't take them to the toy aisle, which many parents try to avoid this because it means you're not going to be leaving without buying something, which is why also incremental placement is great, because even if mom and dad or aunt and uncle, again, whoever's with the kid, is trying to avoid the toy aisle, well, you can't avoid it entirely when there are additional incremental placements of toys scattered throughout the store. It's not only an opportunity to buy, especially a shut-me-up gift, a toy designed to be a quick purchase, a sort of an afterthought, versus having to actually, buy a large, what are thought of as under the tree gifts. Those are not really outside of the toy aisle. What you're seeing in incremental placement are the lower priced items, things that you don't mind buying on impulse. And then finally, there's the feature store. So this is something where you'll see a retailer partner with a major studio and have a cross-category additional incremental placement where a large sort of mini store is set up within a big box store. And getting toy product in here, hey, every item that you can get just leads to the cash register. And if you can get toys placed beyond the toy aisle, you're setting yourself up for success. You're pleasing your bosses. You're hitting your bottom line, making your numbers, hopefully making kids and collectors happy. I hope this was an interesting look at incremental placement and why toy companies are so interested in this and how much this affects their bottom line. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. And I'll see you guys in the next video.